A few things you're going to need to get started is, it's always nice to have a fan. It just helps to facilitate the drying time. The paint dries very fast, but it's just a nice addition. A wastebasket, just a plain old bucket. I always keep these around to throw waste in. Little secret is baby wipes. Baby wipes are actually cheaper by the piece than paper towel, and ta-da, they already come wet. So if you, in case you need something to wipe really quick, you don't have to run and get the water and wring it out. Very handy. Baby wipes. These are what I call risers. Anytime I paint a piece of furniture, I always like to raise it up. Sometimes you need 2, sometimes you need 4. If you're going to do something that's going to require 4 legs, raise it up, therefore you can get to the bottom of your piece. Paintbrushes. There's all kinds of paintbrushes out there. I use just a regular 2-inch chip brush. I'm always very aware if a bristle comes out and goes on my piece, I take it off right away. But a lot of times these are just fine. I also recommend a sponge roller. Sponge rollers are great to help eliminate brush lines. A lot of people want the brush lines, therefore you would just use the paintbrush. I like a smoother finish, so I use a sponge roller. And this, a styrofoam plate, is what I use for my paint pan. If I were to tell you to take a brush, dip it in the paint, and only get the tips, you could do that. You could accomplish that. But what you do is you get all of these tips. What I like to do is take a brush and give it a bad haircut. Therefore, when I dip the paint in, dip the brush in the glaze, I'm only getting these tips. To do that, it's quite simple. All you do is take a pair of scissors and give your brush a bad haircut. This is going to be our wash station today. The girls are going to use grease lightning to degrease their piece. That's one of the most important things to do before you start painting, so the paint sticks. What we do is use a sock. Quite simple. Put the sock on your hand. When the girls get here and start washing their furniture, you'll see how easy it is to do. I choose a sock over a rag because actually you have more control with the sock. Just a little trick and tip. Okay, one of the things I think you're concerned about is dripping. Well, if you paint, I always paint spindly things this way.
Okay, do you paint them first?
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Another little trick that I like to use is I have this cake decorating, and I use it as a spinner when I'm painting.